Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's episode, we are introducing you to do referencing using EndNote. EndNote is really helpful referencing platform because we can use EndNote to organize and store our references for our individual work as well as group projects. And especially when we are doing group projects, we can use EndNote to share our references list with our group members. EndNote also used to create bibliographies in popular referencing styles to add to Word documents. So this referencing platform is quite helpful to research students as well as anyone actually who writes in their daily work. And we can use EndNote in both versions, in both online and desktop versions. In this video, I'm going to give an introduction on how to do referencing using both these versions. Let me start with EndNote online version. This is also known as EndNote Web. If you are new to EndNote, first thing you have to do is to create an account. For that, go to your internet browser and search for EndNote online, and you can go to EndNote web link. And here, if you are a new member, you can register yourself. But if you already have an account, simply give your login credentials and sign into your account. And you will be able to access your EndNote account. First, I will explain how to export references from a database. There are many databases like Web of Science, Scopus, Google Scholar, and you can, if you want to transfer references from library search of your database to your EndNote online library, what you have to do is go to your database and you can search for your keywords. For example, I'll choose smart mobility, and if you search, you will be getting all the references available according to your keywords. So you can select what are the papers you want, and if you want entire page, you can select the select page and simply export to EndNote desktop or EndNote online. In this case, I will choose EndNote online and give your login credential to EndNote online account, and you can simply transfer your search list to EndNote online very conveniently. Okay, now I'll explain how to manually add new references to EndNote online. For that, go to Collect tab and select New Reference. And under this reference type drop down menu, you have to select the reference type you are going to add. And for example, I'll choose journal article. You maybe have noticed that when we select the reference type, the form is redisplayed according to the type we selected. And I have to mention that you have to select the reference type very carefully because this influences what information is displayed in each citation. And once you fill all the appropriate fields, what you have to do is click save, and then that reference will be added to your reference list in your EndNote account. Also, when you add author information, please follow the format given because it is important. Maybe you're working on 2 or more projects at the same time. So in that case, if you can create different groups for each project, that will be convenient to work, right? So for that, I will explain how to create groups in EndNote Online. For that, go to My Reference tab, and in here you will be seeing all the references you added to your account, and simply select what are the references you need to be under one group, and go to Add to Group and choose any of the existing group, or else if you want to create a new group, what you have to do is simply create a new group, and you will be adding those references to that new group. And if you want to share that, what you have to go is go to Organize tab and click on Manage My Groups, and you can click what are the groups you want to share, and click Manage Sharing, and what you have to do is give email addresses, and you can simply share your folders with other people. If you want to create a bibliography, it's really easy. What you have to do is go to format bibliography and select the group you are interested in, and select the style you want, maybe APA, maybe Harvard, and you can select the file format and simply download the list, or else you can send it through your email. And another important plugin is cite while you write plugin. It is actually a very useful feature in EndNote. We can use this to create an updatable bibliography with Word. We may be writing a document with hundreds or 200s of references. When you're working with many references, so you can use this plugin to update your references list while you work on the document. If you want to get this plugin, what you have to do is go to downloads and download this plugin through these links and install this. And after you install, you can go to your Word and go to options, and go to add-ins, and you have to just activate, and you'll be getting the EndNote tab in your Word. Okay, so now you have an idea on how to do referencing using EndNote online. So now let me move to the second part of this video, that is how to do referencing using EndNote desktop version. So first, let's get the EndNote desktop version first. So for that, go to your internet browser and look for EndNote desktop download, and go to this link, and you can download and install EndNote desktop version. Once you install, you can go to your start menu and search for EndNote, and you can open the EndNote desktop version. Once the EndNote library is open, let's take a minute to explore this EndNote library window. First, this file tab. We can use this file drop down menu to open libraries, or maybe exit, or else we can save library as a copy. Also, to create new libraries, for example, if you want to create a new library, we have to go to file new, and we can select the path and give a file name and save it. So then we can create a new EndNote library, maybe for a new project. And under edit menu, we can choose the output styles. For example, there are many writing styles like Harvard, IEEE, APA. We can choose our desired output style. And for example, if you want to edit a reference, just simply select a reference and go to reference tab, and go to edit references, and we can do changes to the reference. And also, if you want to add a new reference manually, we can go to reference new reference, and manually give the details of the new reference you want to add. And if you want to delete a particular reference, we can just go to references and move reference. We can use this move references to trash from there. And when we explore the window, the left side will show you the groups pane. Here they will show you all the groups you have created so far. Also, if you want to create a new group, what you have to do is click on this one, right click, and create group, and you can give a name, and that group will be created. And if you need a new group set, maybe for a new chapter, you just have to right click and select create group set, and a new group set will be created. And this also can be done by this tab, groups tab. Under groups, we have create groups, add create a group set likewise. This middle section will show you all the records we have added so far, and each line will represent a summary of a record of each records you have added. For example, when you select a reference, this right side will show you all the details of that reference. You can change and edit if the details are wrong, or if you need to add more details, you can edit manually, and you can change the reference type also if you want, and give a rating to this particular reference if that is needed. I actually suggest you to add keywords, so then if you want to find your paper within your library, it will be easy for you. And also, if you have PDFs saved in your computer, you can also attach the PDFs for each references of yours. And from here, you can quick search of your papers within the library, um, or else this section will give you advanced search. For example, you can select author, year, title, and give the details of the paper you are looking for and quickly search within the library. And in this, you can select the output style, and these will be import and export links. If you want to import or export the references to this library, you can use these icons. This can also be done by using file import and file export. And for example, if you want to find full text for references within a group, you have to select the group. And also, if you want to look for a full text for particular reference, what you have to do is select that reference, uh, and click on this icon, find full text, and it will look for the paper and see, and it will find the URL for you. Okay, now I will show you how to import references to our EndNote desktop version. We can do this in several ways. First, I will explain how to export references from a database. I think I explained this before in the first part of this video when I was explaining how to export references from a database to the online version of the EndNote. So similarly, go to your desktop database like Web of Science and search for your keywords, and get the list of references available, and simply select whatever the references you need, and click on export to EndNote desktop. And yeah, we can select all records on the page or whatever the selected results to export. I will choose this for now, and we can select full record or anything from here, and click on export. Once it is downloaded, we can open that, and it will export all the references we have selected to our EndNote desktop version. So that's the one way of doing importing references to EndNote desktop. And the other way is we also can do from Google Scholar. Go to Google Scholar and maybe look for a keyword, and for example, if you want to add this reference to our desktop version of the EndNote, what you have to do is click on this one, and you can download the EndNote, this one, yeah, and go to your EndNote desktop version and simply import. You can go to your downloads folder on your computer, and select the downloaded file and simply import. You can import the references like this very easily. We can also manually add references to EndNote library. For that, you can click on this one, or else you can go to reference, new reference, and here you can select the reference type of your adding reference. Make sure to choose it very carefully because you have to correctly select the type and input all the uh, details, and you can save it by closing it, so it will be added to your library. Okay, now I will explain how to use this cite while you write feature in EndNote. This is actually a very useful tool because this allows to create live bibliographies, because we can update the reference list while we are writing the document. So for this, we have to get the CWYW, or as cite while you write plugin. I already explained how to get it from the website, to how to download and install that plugin. Once you install, you can activate, and once you activate, you'll be getting this tab, EndNote X9 tab on your Word document. Okay, let's say that we want to add a citation here. What you have to do is put your cursor here and go to insert citation, and you can find your paper and select it and click insert. See, the references is added as well as the bibliography list is also created. And you can also change the editing style from here. Also, you can edit your appearance of the citation from here. For example, you can add suffixes and page numbers and prefixes, and if you do any changes, you just have to click OK and it will be changed after that. Adding citations right away like this is okay for a short document, but when we are working on a large document with so many references, I suggest you to put place makers before we add the correct reference. For example, we can add the author name and year like this, because it is safe to put it like this, because we can move and delete or edit very easily. And we can add the citations at the final stage of the document. Also, another safe way of doing this is we can close instant formatting like this, turn instant formatting off, and add the reference. Can you see it is not formatted because we are not getting the bibliography list as well? So once you complete the document at the final stage, you can turn this on once again. So this will be automatically created the list and the proper citation like this. Okay, so I think I covered all the important things we should know when we do referencing using EndNote. So I hope this video will be useful for you all. And if you have any questions, you can comment below and I will be happy to help you all. So stay tuned for more videos like this, and thank you so much. See you all in the next video. Bye.